You're listening to Where You Live with Gene and Tony.
Welcome back to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. If you're just joining us, we have on the phone with us from the state of Nevada, homeowner and homeowner advocate Jonathan Friedrich, who's concerned about a Nevada piece of legislature. It's, I think, called Senate Bill 254, that is going to mandate mediation and arbitration as necessary first steps with an HOA or with a homeowner who has a concern with their HOA or the HOA with that homeowner. And before we get back into that conversation, would just like to remind everybody that Tony's broadcasting live from the Concierge Landscape studios in Eagan. I'm broadcasting live from the Extreme Exterior Mobile Broadcasting Unit, powered by Skype in beautiful northwestern Wisconsin right now. And on the phone is Jonathan Friedrich. And Jonathan, right before this last break, we were talking about some of the issues that come up with mediation and with the Ombudsman Office. And you do not agree that a lot of the complaints that come forward are frivolous. You think that
Correct.
They have all been genuine and all
Matter of fact,
are necessary for that kind of time to be given?
Correct. Now, several months ago, the ombudsman, who has since retired, Lindsay Waite, had testified before the Common Interest Community Commission in the 5 years that she held the position as ombudsman, and having seen probably well over 1,000 complaints, she had never seen one that was frivolous. Not one.
Mm-hmm.
These are not my statements, not my observations. Mm-hmm. This was the observation of Lindsay Waite, former ombudsman, who retired on January 28th this year.
So she was hearing serious issues. I wanted to get back to this Senate Bill 254.
Correct.
Mediation and arbitration sounds like a good thing.
It's supposed to be. In theory, it's a quick, fast, economical way to resolve a dispute. But what has happened in the state of Nevada, there is a program for arbitration and or mediation, either non-binding or binding. And what's happened is it's been turned into a cottage industry by the arbitrators. There are only 18 in the entire state. 13 in the Las Vegas area, 5 in the Reno area. And these arbitrators have been raking in thousands and thousands of dollars. I get copies of these arbitrators' decisions. They're actually posted on the NRED, Nevada Real Estate Division website. It's not easy to find, but they're there. There's a summary of them. And these arbitrators, in one case, one gentleman was charging, who's an attorney, $600 an hour.
Okay. But let me interrupt a minute. This arbitration isn't required right now, so people are going to these arbitrators voluntarily, right?
No, it gets very complicated.
Okay.
It's mandatory if it involves the governing documents, the CC&Rs, the rules, the regulations.
It's already mandatory?
Yes.
Oh, did not know that.
But if it is a dispute between the homeowner and the state statute, NRS 116, you can file that with the Ombudsman's office.
Okay.
There's a statute called NRS 116 that deals strictly with homeowner associations, and it is extremely complicated. And it is not a level playing field. The homeowner is put in a secondary position. They're dealing with a board that has deep pockets. Now, the attorneys that practice HOA law here are very familiar with the statute, and they know the arbitrators. They're very familiar with them, and they know which arbitrators are going to rule in their favor, and the arbitrators want the business. And it is a business, because we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in arbitrator fees being paid out to these few arbitrators. So the new bill, going back to 254, now requires a homeowner who files a complaint with the ombudsman that used to be free, that usually went nowheres, is now forced into mediation. And as I said before, the first 200 people may be paid for by the state if the state has the money. if it's not resolved in mediation, now the mediator says it has to go to arbitration. Now here's where the big trap comes. The arbitrator is now capped, due to my efforts, at $1,000.
Okay.
Each side is supposed to pay $500, or half of the arbitrator's fee. Great so far, although it's now costing you $500 to file a complaint. Here's where the real trap comes in. Based upon historical evidence, the arbitrators rule against the homeowners 85% of the time in this state. Now the arbitrator fashions the award, and that's language that's in the statute in NRS 38, and it says that the arbitrator can award attorney's fees as he sees fit. In 85% of the cases, the arbitrator awards the homeowner association attorney's fees against the homeowner. And the HOA attorneys know this, and they run up huge, huge legal bills. Well,
let's take another. Excuse me, Jonathan. We need to take another break here. Looking at the clock on the wall here. When we come back, we're going to have some more questions here with Jonathan Friedrich on Senate Bill 254 in the state of Nevada requiring mediation and arbitration. What do you think? You can give us a call too, 651-289-4488. We'll be back after these messages.